This is going to be your weekly tarot and oracle forecast. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies for the upcoming week, break it down day by day, and let you know how to navigate. Now, as I'm filming this, it is Sunday afternoon. The day is winding down. It's actually been a very pleasant day. Sun is shining. Birds are in the tree as I'm looking here. And I have to tell you, I had a really interesting interaction with a blue jay the other day. And it really made me think, and actually as I'm talking about this, I just saw a blue jay fly into the branches. I had a blue jay knock on my window very early in the morning, and I got up because it was really loud, and I was like, what is that? I put up the blinds, and there was this little blue jay staring at me in the face, you know, just knocking into that window, desperate for my attention. And it made me think, you know, what is going on in the energy? What is being communicated? So I don't know if you've had any interactions with birds recently that have been different, or the vibe has just been different. That's the only way I could describe it. I really feel like birds can tell us a lot because they represent communication and freedom. Again, let me know if you've had any experiences. Now, this week coming up, we have some interesting energies. Now, starting on the 11th of July, we have an opposition between Venus and Pluto. And so Venus is all about relationships and love, and Pluto is all about transformation. So there might be a little bit of tension in relationships, but everybody's talking about the Mars-Uranus conjunction that's on or around the 15th. And yeah, I mean, Mars is chaos, Uranus is upheaval. There's some things you might want to be, you know, on watch about. Be careful that you don't get riled up by anybody, or your buttons being pushed, or you want to try to stay calm, cool, and collected. I mean, that would be my advice for the next little while. Now, let's take a look at some overall themes and messages for this reading. And we have here silver. Goddess, psychic, sacred, and proud. A lot of silver energy. The color silver may be really important to you. But that's interesting because that's a very 5D kind of card. It's about spiritual ascension. Now let's take a look at what else you may need to know here. Solar plexus. Silver and gold. The solar plexus is about your personal power, making moves. So you might be thinking about making some moves this week. Just know that you're divinely guided. This is a number 4 card. Angels are with you. And let's see what else you need to know. What goes around comes around. Well, that's the card of karma. Again, be mindful about the way you react to people. If somebody's coming at you, I'm not saying let them. Obviously, pick your battles wisely. My point is, don't engage in anything where it's going to go back and forth, back and forth. You say this, they say that. You do this, they do that. Or a response is not always necessary, you know, because you don't want to keep engaging in things that are just simply not good for you. Now, this is another number 4 card. So 4-4, like I said, angels are with you. 1 + 5 is 6. That's all about balance. So here we have like one side and we have the other. You know, here you could take the higher road with spiritual ascension, looking at the bigger picture. And maybe here you can say, well, if you engage in back and forth, you know, there's that karma that's involved, you know. So just be mindful of that kind of energy. Now, another thing about this card, what goes around, there is a lot of astrology that is repeating, right? We have a Mars-Uranus conjunction approximately every 2 years, I believe. So, I mean, you might notice some things popping up from a couple of years ago. There's always going to be things coming back around, but we want to handle them differently and, of course, better than we would have in the past. So let's take these cards and put them to the side and see what comes up in each day of the week. So let's take these Moonology cards here and see what we need to know. Now on Monday, we have transformation. Yep, that Pluto energy. It's coming very soon. I mean, it already is here, but I mean, that specific transit. Shadow work on Tuesday. There's a lot to process and work through. Again, your buttons may be pushed. On Wednesday, everything's a mystery. Yeah, it is, because it's the unknown. We have no idea what's coming our way, and we have to take it in stride, step by step, and day by day. Okay, on Thursday, there you go, changes. Everything's changing and they're mysterious to us. Okay, on Friday, we have here, cut your losses. So this is going to be time for you to let go of things that really don't serve you. You've invested X amount of time, effort, love into something, whatever that may be, and it may be time to just let it go. I'm actually hearing the message, you know, pack your bags. It may be literally moving your home. It could be going on a vacation, but whatever it is, it's like leaving something behind. Now on Saturday, you're going to want to slow it down a little bit. Look, I've been saying this a lot lately, and that is the days and weeks are moving so quickly, yet the process is moving so slowly. You got to let the energy catch up a little bit. So once you kind of cut your losses, just take a moment, slow it down a little bit. Now let's see what's the sneak peek. Or is this on Sunday? Excuse me, the next card. Sorry, this is Sunday. Seek healing. Slow it down. Seek healing. Rest. Rejuvenate yourself. And now we're going to talk about the sneak peek for the following week. Avoid drama. That's that Mars-Uranus. I told you, be careful. Be careful of anyone pushing your buttons. It's not worth it right now. Let's take a look at the tarot. Let's look at Monday. What do we need to know about this transformation? Four of Cups. Be careful of overanalyzing the transformation. You know, sometimes this is overanalyzing to the point of missing out on opportunities. Now, ultimately, when you're doing shadow work, of course, you're going to want to go deep into your thoughts and your feelings and what's happened in your past, but you can visit there. You can't live there, right? And there's the moon. Shadow work means, you know, let go, purge, and surrender. The moon is also about revelations, things coming to light. But I like to look at this card here with the rainbow and say that everything's going to be okay. You know, the rainbow is a sign of healing, which is what we just talked about right here. And we have Nine of Wands. Yeah, you've been the wounded warrior. Absolutely. The problem when you've had a lot of wounds or difficulties in the past, you know, we tend to use that as predictive programming for the future. You know, if this occurred before, well, it's surely to happen again. And you have to get out of that energy and allow it to be a mystery. You have no way of knowing. Just because it happened that way at one point does not mean it's going to happen again. Now let's see this card about changes. We have here the Emperor, see, making power moves. And I always say this, we're here to play chess, not checkers. This is not an energy where you're going to go left or right or backwards, you know, or diagonal, whatever. You're making a power move. It's got to make sense for you. It's got to be something that brings you a benefit. Not for anybody else, for you. Now the cut your losses, we have here Four of Wands, 1111, brand new beginnings. Look at these fours. That's what we were seeing, these fours. Now we have here slow it down. Death and rebirth. Allow the death and rebirth to happen. That's Scorpio energy, that transformation. Now that seek healing, we have here the Six of Pentacles. We want equal giving and receiving in balance. We want to invest in good things. We don't want any drama. See, the Knight of Cups. This could be in love. We don't want any drama in love. Okay? Now, let's take a look at some oracle cards to see what we need to know. Let's go back to Monday. Four of Cups and transformation. Well, the grasshopper saying, don't worry. Worrying will do nothing for your situation. It also says moving on. You know, you've got to move on from things that were not serving you. Now, the Moon card here, it's developing. The shadow work is always in development. We are lifelong learners. That never stops, okay? Nine of Wands, spiritual growth and evolution. Personal growth. You can't be in the wounded warrior energy anymore. It's just not serving you. And that Emperor energy, yeah, there's a storm and you are the storm right now. Like, seriously. Now, there could be something unexpected. We know that that's coming with that Mars-Uranus conjunction everybody's talking about. But it is a liberation as well. Making a move will liberate you from the things that are holding you back. And the Four of Wands, there's the Moon again. Purging, surrendering, letting go, revealing a new path. And the Death card here, see, brand new beginnings. The end is the beginning. Now, Six of Pentacles is equal giving and receiving. Here, you know, we're going to persevere. Sometimes this is an energy that says things are working, you know, for you, but then against you. You take a step forward, 2 steps back. You just got to keep going. And it also says new things on the horizon. So we have new beginnings. We're going to make our dreams real, but it takes work and effort. And that Knight of Cups, we're going to challenge the status quo. Avoid drama. Do not engage. That is my best advice to you right now. Do not engage in anything that's going to cause more problems. Now let's see what else we need to know here. Deep, quiet, meditation, and stillness. This is my point, number 11. Just rest easy. No complicated conversations. Watch how you respond to things. If other people are upset, if other people are miserable, be careful, because misery loves company. Or if they see you happy and they're not, don't let it affect you. Jeweled web, connectivity. See, this is the point. We're all connected. Be very mindful of that. That's why, again, if you're in good energy, it radiates. If someone's in terrible energy, it's going to radiate. And we don't want to be a part of that, right? We don't want that drama. And this says vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. So here's the thing. This is a time where it's almost like the ego is being, you know, busted open. We can't be in fear, you know, we've got to make moves. We can't let the ego or the emotional pain body hold us back or engage in drama. You know, I keep coming back to this avoid drama. It's almost like sometimes people don't know what to do without drama. If they're so used to it, they almost create it somehow or allow it into their energy. And so please be mindful of how other people are reacting. If they're reacting in ways that are not good for you, do not engage in it, because it's really that important right now. I kind of feel like I still need to pull a card, and I'm thinking about the Power of Surrender cards. These have been in my collection for so long. They're very trustworthy. I kind of feel like there's something there that we need to know. Surrender the habit of people-pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Absolutely. Surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or to solving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. Exactly. Don't engage in drama. Okay, my friends, I thank you so much for listening to this reading. Please let me know your thoughts, your feelings in the comments. It really does mean the world to me. Again, if you'd like to do a personal reading, the link is in my bio. Take care and have a wonderful week.